we have so many reactions we'll do. It's a weekend, I'm in the house and I have to compensate for the time lost. Sometimes there are days I've not got time to react. I've even done a very short video, or I've not researched earlier very well on a video. But today I've got a lot of time, though I have to write also. Guys, life is not easy. So, I am doing the second reaction of the day, just to brainstorm on several matters. And in this video, I'm going to talk about Mwango, Congress mom, and Marwa. So let's begin with our brother Marwa. Our brother Marwa has actually been in some sort of depression, mild, I can say. This is a situation we meet every day, so we understand, okay? He has been shouting about, complaining a lot, granting, and doing a lot of stuff that will actually tell us that he's not okay. And thank God, at least he has a very big community internationally who can support him, so that if he sits on a live stream like this, he is supported. That's what somebody needs, right? Show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are, okay? That's what they say. So, 4 days ago, Marwa came up with a video in his archive saying he wants to explain why people hate him. So we start with that, then we come back to the hustles of the day in the rest of the video, okay?
Is about why most people hate Marwa. Marwa. He started his YouTube journey back in 2016, at a time when YouTube was still underrated by many people. Back then, a lot of people, especially in Africa, used YouTube mainly to watch music videos and soccer highlights. Marwa fell in love with YouTube after being inspired by Casey Neistat and other viewers from the USA. At that time, Marwa was living in Colombia. Before moving there, he was just a village boy from a poor background, living in an old house that leaked during the rainy season and had no electricity.
This was our room, and we used to sleep with cows, goats, everything inside here. This was our kitchen. I think my family has closed everything because we don't stay here anymore. And this used to be our sitting room. Look how it looks like, man. So this used to be my mom's sitting room, and this used to be the bedroom. Man, we came from far. Let me see if there's some light here. Ah, no light. This was Mwango's room. I think you guys have seen my sister, Mwango, the YouTuber.
Even before he became successful, Marwa was already supporting others. He gave people shout-outs and encouraged almost everyone he met along the way to start YouTube. Some of the people who took his advice seriously include his two siblings, Davy Jr. and Mwango, as well as people like Mayuguno and his girlfriend, Rocio. To name just a few, the list goes on and on. After Marwa spent years traveling around the world and enjoying his youth, he finally found his partner, Rocio, and decided to move back to Kenya. When he returned, he realized that his village had been left behind. This situation affected the youth the most. Unemployment was pushing many of them toward bad decisions, and the village felt stuck in the past. No proper roads, no electricity, no high-paying jobs, and many dreams, but very few opportunities. Some children were even forced to quit school because their families could not afford school fees. He started by showing love and support to the youth in his community. Little did he know that by doing so, he was also creating future enemies, people who would later try to destroy him. Today, in 2026, this guy has more enemies than ever, almost like Donald Trump. I personally know more than 30 plus.
Alright, so I started with that video so that you just see the other contents that Marwa comes out with to prove that you people hate him, okay? But I don't think it's hatred as such. Some people maybe actually just want to correct him. I'm not so sure, but I would say so. I think I would say so. So let's look at the... I don't know why this is... Yeah, it's here. Yeah, it's here. Yeah, so of course, most times when you look at the Ondaris in general, they say they have haters all over the place. Reactors have become haters, especially if you do point out the mistakes and you seek amendments, that one you are an enemy automatically. And then there are now those who are around them, maybe a neighborhood. I don't know whether you can justify that it's competition or rivalry in the village out of, you know, the fact that Marwa could do a lot than others in that village. I don't understand also whether it's the fact that maybe they saw his past and they don't imagine about the present. I don't know whether it's about how he treated people, because it's all a controversial story. Some people actually talk about him because of what he did to them, or how he treated them, or the pretentious part, the fact that he shows one side of him and he doesn't show the other. That is nature of human being anyway. Sometimes somebody would smile at you and promise you a job when in reality they really don't wish that you stand up. So to the world, they show they want it for you, but in the background, they won't show it. And of course, they can assist people who are starting, but once they become very stable, there is a problem. Because I want to ask you people, if it is really good or rather genuine that Maro has just been openly helping with a good heart, how comes he has had problems with almost every other person, even including Mayugno? I didn't expect that. Isabella, welcome. Thank you so much. I'm on to my second reaction because this is a weekend and I just want to do short videos. I've posted another one on it's moving on Premiere, and this is what we have to do because life is life, and we have been advised so many times to work hard consistently and keep focusing. It is what it is. We have to go about. I have also posted my lessons. For those who are following up, I can see comments. I'll be going back to them to react. And I'm doing this so that I go to academic writing. I have some assignments which have been given. I also have to finish my grade 10 book that I'm writing, grade 11, because the market is very potential currently. If I walk slowly, it will be not good for me. So Isabella, thank you so much for showing up. You are top fan number 1. And anybody coming to watch, consider subscribing to the channel, liking the video, sharing, and encourage me on what to do, whether it's at membership or any other line, okay? So, when I look at this guy, of course, Mwango has shared already with us that they have traumas from the past. But when I look at that house that we have just watched in that video, myself, we grew up in a a mad house. So when I look at that house, I think it's better by far than so many people. So at least calling themselves very poor, it's an underestimation. They were poor but not very poor, okay? Because in past, so few families would afford a cemented house. If you could afford that, then we could call you or you could be part of the better people in life. And again, even affording to go to Colombia in those days, it means there must have been money somewhere. All right, let's agree. Yeah, we don't dispute the fact that Maro has done a lot for his village. But at the same time, he has gained a lot from whatever he has done. Because out of charity, anybody who understands charity, you stand as the tree, and then people come and drop a lot of fertilizer on you, and also water and what have you. Then you share a little bit of the fruits and the leaves, but you don't give everything. You get it? Yeah, what comes in, not all of it goes out. That's clear, right? Yeah, those of you who understand charity know it and you'll not dispute. But those who don't understand, or they think I'm talking out of envy or whatever, they'll automatically dispute whatever I'm saying. But it is what it is. I'm just giving facts. Yeah, and of course, a lot of Kenyans are into charity, some through churches. Did you see this guy who has his own city? People. There is a given guy out there who has his own, you know, a whole, he has a whole, he has an entire city for himself. You get it? Yeah. So don't joke. People are doing things out there. Don't joke. Don't joke. So let's go to it. I want us to check on this. As Marwa is perambulating around his compound, he kept talking about phones, the wife, and we were like, yeah. There is a time I said these people might be playing a script on us, and even though the script has moved a bit different with Rocio trying to prove that she's settling in Argentina, But things click differently. It's not easy to move on, guys. They say it's not easy to move on. Unless something very tragic happens between couples, it's not easy to move on. But I don't know what is this that was so serious between Marwa and Rocio that would actually push her to go, you know? Like she has not shared, she has not yet shared, we are waiting. As she goes around Argentina proving that she is going to live her life, some signals are sounding different. And we are beginning to see like Maro is actually missing Rocio and he would wish to have her back. And content should continue. But anyway, let's listen to this. This is at the day when Ango Ogutu was marrying. The wife was arriving. And Maro was behind everything. But at the same time, he seemed to be after something. Now let's listen to this.
Utaniletea soda hapo kreti mbili. Nikiweka kwa pesa itaingia ama uko nafuliza? Haweta tu. Haya, sawa. So I'm gonna send Peter a lot of money, actually over $700 to be like our private carpenter, you know. Like we had an agreement for a year. Anytime we need to do anything to do with carpentry, he would help us. Actually, the same guy is the guy who did these tables. This one here. See the guy who did these tables? These tables here. But one thing we discovered about him is he's actually good in doing things like that. Or things like this ones here. Let me show you. He's very good in doing things like this here. He did this actually. He's very good at that. This type of tables, you know, shagala bagala, with no really serious plan. It can go either way. It can be long somewhere else it can be short. So for us just checking this, we thought that he's very talented, so we gave him more work. He's the same guy who did all these tables out here. You see, he did very nice tables. These ones like that can stay in a room. You can feel very fantastic. So when he was doing this, in my mind I saw him as a very talented man. But I didn't know that he's good at only this, like this is what he's good at. So we paid him money to do beds for our villa because we thought he knows much. But then I realized, so guys, let me show you something. See this? This is Moses and his friends, okay? Moses and his friends, I strongly believe should be changed. This bed. Peter. Wacha nikuweke. Kitiri was calling. Guys, I was showing you that same guy that we trusted so much to. He's the one who did these tables. He does them very well. So we gave him work to do beds. What are they doing? These guys will mess up all these things. I need to bring someone and just fix this, otherwise they'll mess up this. So we're gonna get this bed out. See this one? Yeah. We really wanna get it out, and we bring the new bed. But I'm trying to debate if those beds should come here or let me take you around. Now that way, this way. I think we get this bed out. This one. I don't like how big it is like that. I really like this one. This one is very beautiful. Though my wife didn't like it, but it's okay. I'm thinking we get that bed out and we bring the two beds. I was thinking probably we get all these two beds from here and bring the other beds because they look like twins. We put them here. But I'm thinking maybe the best thing would be just bringing one bed, replacing this one with that bed. Okay? So that is what is going on. And here is that bed. Those beds, you see?
They look beautiful. They look like they could be put together in one room and they would create a very beautiful look together.
All right. So those beds have actually started the social media into a debate. I saw on trending talking about them and saying they are not the best, according to her. I don't know. Because Rocio, every time she tried to suggest something to Marwa, Marwa could normally say yes and then say the next moment, no, I just like this. I remember the discussion and the argument they had over that bed he's just pointed out. And it was not a very good one. On camera, of course. And now finally there are two beds that have come and he's saying we. When you hear a man who is currently staying alone saying we, know there is something popping. When he refers to we, either he's meaning there is a new wife in the house, him and the wife, or his own wife because he has mentioned the wife in the sentence. But I don't know. He still said in the same sentence, the wife didn't like it, but it's okay. So is it okay now that she's not there? The one who will come will approve? Or is it that it's okay that now he has done the right thing? I don't know. You know, when people are in marriage, there are so many things that happen. They may fight today, they stay for 1 week or 2 months, and then they reconcile behind the cameras and everything moves on. You as the audience, you have just to... So I was just presenting when, again, the network, I think I'm doing two things at a go, so it's eating into network. The bundles a lot. But anyway, it is what it is. We have to go on.
So I got really tired. I was feeling my mood is very low. And then I went to sleep. So I just woke up, took shower, changed my clothes. I believe by now Uncle Utu's wife should be around. Let's go check out.
Okay.
Guys, I worked yesterday so much. I have some headache from a distance. I think I need just rest. So let's go out. I think I need just rest. So let's go out. We see I hear Kenya. We see I hear Kenya.
Hey, rich people with a lot of work. Anyway, hard work pays, they say. I can see the proverb in the lives of the Ondaris. Ti, chukua sahani unipakulie ndizi, usimwage chini. Alafu, uweke kijiko nilete. Come, let me tell you what I want. Take a plate, put some food for me, then bring here. Na usimwage chini. Na kijiko. Yeah, so that I eat as I present. Before I finish, I should have done something dual. Alright, guys. So, in this video, not once, not twice did he mention my wife at some point anyway. And I'm like, alright, of course, according to Marwa, as long as he stayed with you, you have kids, it's my wife. So, when he mentioned like that, we as reactors, our brains are very fast to think, and we are like, okay, does it mean behind the camera, you people, you are negotiating and maybe you are coming back? No worries. If that is what you can do, then we'll be sure that you people can stay together. And somebody said, in my tradition, two people have covered themselves in a blanket. Hey, their story goes far behind. So even if you say, you may say a lot, but it will not add up. So maybe, just as I watched Rocio's video, she was talking about how she's going to change her video, she's going to settle, she's going to make it happen right in Argentina. But then I was looking at her, there are a lot of things she has not done. In fact, somebody commented on the bed and said, the beds she was actually looking down upon in the villa are far much better than those in Argentina. I was like, you people stop comparing. There's nothing to compare here. Her life is in Argentina as she goes back. It's just a life where she's trying to show that as a woman alone, what can she do? And now on the other hand, she tries to say, my husband as a travel commando, what can he do for me? So those are two different worlds for Rocio. She lives in two different worlds, and I am trying so much to understand them anyway, so that I don't keep blaming anyway, okay? So, when we saw those beds, we are like, what is going to happen? And we are waiting. Something is going to pop up, be sure. So, while watching the recent videos, of course, Conqueror's mom cooks a lot. If you've been watching, I watch her once in a while. I don't have time. I am too busy until when I sleep, I don't even know when again I'll get time to do what I have to do. Things are pressing. A lot of my customers are demanding for books that I've not finished. I'm like, But I have also to build my YouTube. The YouTube channel I've struggled for 3 years now. Finally, it was monetized, and I'm pressing to ensure that my account has enough to withdraw. And thanks to New Imbrogoli, thanks to Plant Bean, at least with your gifts and super slaps, I'm moving. And anybody who feels like you can also super chat, super slap, no worries, keep gifting. We have to grow. Guys, they say hard work pays. Are you not seeing I'm working hard? Guys, what's the problem? So anyways, now I looked at this video, cooking delicious meal for our visitors. Of course, the visitors were Ango Ogut's wife and the 8 visitors that came. And of course, among them was Ondari's sister and the 2 nieces. I was like, you are glad that the uncle is finally settling. Why not? So in this video, congrats mom, cooked a lot of delicious food. So you people who keep bangering the Mwango, you keep telling her to stop cooking. Did you know that these are talents she acquired from her mother? Let's see congrats mom. After retirement from class, she comes to prove us wrong that she was not just in for a class. She also knows how to cook. Let's see this. Chapati for you. Thank you.
Kneading is the process of making flour, the dough. This is now the dough. Kneading the dough. A very important process when cooking chapati. You knead the dough until it's ready. Once it's ready, it doesn't stick to your fingers. The process of cooking chapati, this is what we do. Kneading. So you have come here. Already the pan is
Guys, that is congrats mom preparing chapati for you. I want us to go to our sister D Mwango. When you people keep bangering her, do you see? You learn, they always say, a mango does not fall so far from the tree, okay? A mango does not fall so far from a tree. And in Kiswahili, there's a proverb that says, when you carry a child, they always look at the back of your head. Nina akibebwa, ama mtoto akibebwa utizama kisogo cha mamake. Okay? So, Dimwango has been learning a lot from the mother. Only the difference is that now that she's from Ondari, she's outspoken. She speaks a lot than her mother. A lot. And she has been able to travel so many places unlike her mother. But she also went for teaching, but she has disregarded that career. She says she would rather not go for it. You remember 3 weeks ago? When they were cooking chapati, and she has been cooking a lot of that. And of course, even yesterday. So let me just come to this video, recent one. I want to pick particularly where she's preparing chapati. I'll mix 2 videos here. Hey, welcome guys. Thank you for watching. Keep subscribing and liking. I hope we are entertaining you and informing you. So our Dimwango here, she began preparing chapati before the sister-in-law. And I want you to see this. Huh? Yeah, look at this. Look at this.
Not so perfect, but I know how it's done. And my mom always told me, you have to know how to cook because when you get married, you have to cook for your family. My mom, she said the same. Now I'm here. For sure, my mom was right. Yeah, exactly. My papa, and that time you're young, you're not even thinking about getting married. And you're like, what is she even saying? Until one day, and that's it. That's it. You need to put something on the table for your husband, yeah?
Exactly. Then you're like, oh my God, now the reality is kicking in. You see how you roll it?
But I see you are cooking with pleasure. You're not pushing yourself for that. You love this.
I love
You
it.
like.
I have to cook. I have to cook for my family. Everybody who is here is my family. Back in Africa, a woman, you must cook for your family. You must. You must.
But in Poland it's quite the same, so.
It's quite sad.
Yeah.
You have, and also I feel good. You know, when you have a good man, you just wanna do your best. Also, you wanna cook.
You are cooking. You're putting your heart there. So, you know, you're doing this with feeling. And later on, if someone your husband gonna join, gonna smiling, oh, thank you, Dianka. You're
like,
gonna be happy. Yes, so nice.
All right. So the similarity comes out. The only difference is that Concrat's mom is leaving the chapati dry. How did you teach your daughter? Because your daughter is actually putting oil, which is the right way. Concrat's mom is leaving it dry. And now I can see some similarities. Concrat's mom is now using a gas cooker to prepare. At the other side, of course, Mwango is doing the same. And now, life is changing. Now, I can actually now see the fact that Mwango was telling us her money, a percentage is into keeping her mother. Can you see this? Her percentage of money goes to keeping her mother. So you can see now her mother is using a gas cooker, not the way they went to the kitchen. People used to say, why do they cook from the kitchen and not from the normal modern tools? Now let's see, Mama. All right, and the cooking went on and on. So that day, they were preparing a lot of food for these guests for the under 20 or somewhere 20 years old Rhoda, the wife of Ango Ogutu. Okay, and they didn't just prepare chapati, they prepared lots of other things, including chicken, there was goat soup and all that. Okay, and everything was done fine. The Mongol states that I learned from my mother. I learned because an African child, where else do you learn? We don't have colleges for cooking for every other woman. You learn from your parents. You learn from, some of them learn from the workers, because in some families, of course, mothers even don't cook. The workers cook, okay? So check this. That is rice.
So guys, this is rice. Yeah, mixed with the carrots. So I have to taste. Let me bring something I taste. I feel I should hear how tasty it is.
So Mama prepared rice and carrots. You can actually realize the similarity here. There's a video that Mwango did, I remember, and she said she's preparing her African meal for her Poland family. Let me just check whether I'll find it. If I don't find, just forgive me. I'm just giving myself fun as I do this, right? So I think it was like a month or something ago, when she was saying she's preparing the African food for her family before she went to Bulgaria. Let's see this. I hope I'll see it. If I don't, forgive me. Kenyan local dish. This one was ugali. But anyway, I want even to show that one, because all the time she has been cooking pancakes or eggs. But then I'm seeing the other part. So let me show that, okay? In fact, even the boyfriend has had to learn this. She has taught even the boyfriend to do the same. Or that time he was a boyfriend, now he's a husband.
to my YouTube channel. In case you're new here, welcome. My name. Everybody wanna have, wanna eat a soft chapati.
It was chapati again. What is this?
I love the fact that it has a big surf.
I wanted rice. But you realize that she's eating a lot of chapati over here. She's been taking a lot of chapati than anything. Okay. But this was mushroom. I think that day it was mushroom and ugali at some point, I believe so. I'm not so sure, but I believe she did prepare ugali. What is happening today? It's like the network is really playing a lot of games, but we have to go on. We have to press on. Why is this happening? So, of course, was it yesterday? Yesterday, it's just chapati. Hey, so these people are eating a lot of chapati, right? Unfortunately, I can't find rice in the recipe of the Mwango, but the mother has shown us this. And I think there's a day she actually cooked something with a lot of carrots. Just cut. For me, I like when I grate them. I don't know. What is your taste? You can share. I like when I grate the carrots. I feel they are better that way. So, Conqueror's mom went on preparing her chapati. That's Conqueror's mom.
That is a good meat. Wow, guys. Bye. So here we have tea of different types, guys. Chapati, roti, cabbage, rice, mixed with carrots. Yeah, meat. That is a good meat. Wow, guys. So
Of course, for meat, I can show you something Dimwango has done. Even in this video, she prepared chicken, right? Let's see. Let's see.
so that this is hard. That it just go like that. I nearly forgot to cut the bottom part, but now it's cut. You have to cut it. You can't cook it. That it can cook so well. It needs longer time to cook, unlike the other chicken, because this is common fall or rather local chicken. So let's cover. Let's give it time to cook. The lemon even adds flavor again to the chicken. I love lemons. I love it. And Picha is helping.
All right, so boilo. Kenyans, you understand when we talk about boilo? That is chemsha, and fried and whatever. So commonly, of course, the style that I've seen with Conqueror's mom and the daughter It's chemsha, that is boiled food, especially that is when it comes to beef or meat. Though they shallow fry, we can say shallow frying, right? And then boil. The other comparison now comes to aspect of talking and hiding stuff. You realize that recently a lot of videos start the media, especially after Marwa denied the father. And people are like, yeah, he was a deadbeat father, why would he come? And he kept saying, no, I didn't come because I want anything, I just want to give him inheritance. I'm not so sure. Kohera, are you so sure that you just want to claim your son and give inheritance, or there's something attached? Anyway, it is what it is. So those videos flooded the media, and people had a lot of different views to give, referring even to Maisha and all that. We hope for the best anyway. It shouldn't happen. It shouldn't be a curse of generations as people are saying it. And so, all along, while they were talking, remember, Concrat's mom has kept quiet totally about it. The only difference between Mwango and Concrat's mom doesn't address what people say. Even when they say she was beaten by Ondari, she never comes out to either support, clarify, or object the story. She keeps quiet about it, and she treats it as if it's not there. And I think somehow it helps people to stop talking about it, unlike Mwango. For Mwango, she will come up and talk about it. Like, you remember people talked about her marrying a younger person, she reacted. People talked about her sponsoring the husband, she talked about it. People talked about her having her amazing life, she reacted to it. People talked about her and a hidden child, she reacted about it. People actually talked about her having been the one who approached Peter for wedding, she talked about it. People talked about her wedding, indicating she should have done a bigger wedding, she reacted. For Concrat's mom just mutes as if she doesn't know. In fact, she pretends that she doesn't understand what people are saying. That's why recently, when people are asking why Mwango is hiding a baby, she came out online in a very funny way and said, oh, she has so many kids online. She's not hiding any. She has so many. I found it very funny. I was like, that is a tactic, survival tactic. Eh? So Concrat's mom, the difference between her and Mwango is that she's not so loud. Even in her videos, she's very mild. Then when she's doing something, she doesn't brag, by the way. She doesn't brag. She just presents. But Mwango will be talking as if she's bragging, as if she's belittling some people, as if she's actually proving people wrong. Concrat's mom has never proved people wrong or right. That's one thing I like about her, actually. But she has hidden secrets that have brought a lot of mess to the family. I think so. Because like that aspect of Marwa and the father, it's something that she should have solved. Whether Kohera has to be told, yeah, this is your son, but then stop talking so much, it would have solved a lot of problems. I think Kohera would not even have something to address anymore. But anyway, she has hidden that. And so many other things, including the fact that she's beaten by Ondari all the time. She doesn't address that. She doesn't prove people right or wrong. And so many things about her life generally. She was also a person who wants success to be known when it is made. I can prove that from the video she did with David Jr. And she was telling David Jr., don't talk about the Mercedes Benz until it's here. You should never share your secrets until they're out. You see? So her difference with her kids is that she says something when it's already done. And she's also keeps praying openly. I've not seen any of her kids who do so. Like whether it's David Jr., Mwango, they'll talk about prayer, my God, but you will never see them actually praying in public. You will see Mwango showing herself going to the church just for content, like she did when she was in Mombasa with Piotr. She also did when she arrived in Poland. She said she was going to attend their church. She liked the church. But all along, she doesn't majorly show anything to do with Christianity. Her mother does, and prays a lot in public. The mother is also a bit of restrained from so many things, including driving a Porsche vehicle, living a Porsche life, appreciating that at least life changed. She doesn't like doing that. I don't know for whatever reason, but that is what I feel. So that is actually the difference I can give between the mother and the daughter. It's a good mixture, right? But it is what it is. Yeah. So thank you so much for those who watched. I appreciate. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. I may not have been able to recognize your chat because once my phone disconnects, it doesn't show the charts. It only shows me on the screen and I can check the charts later. But thank you for the likes. Those who liked my video, I really appreciate. Have a good afternoon. Have a good day. Good morning for those who are watching. Maybe it's morning. And I really thank you, all of you who come and support this small YouTuber. The small YouTuber with the 3,450 subscribers, but the watching moments, people have not really been so consistent. Sometimes I go up, sometimes slow, but it is what it is. Bye bye for now.